that were above us that we were jumping across, these are where the pits go to. He says, I'm
the
looking
corridor,
at
yes.
I'm looking at the measurements, and I remember that there were nearly 40 feet in between these pits, 40 to 50 feet, and there's 45 feet. So I'm able to determine that these are the pits that are above that we swung across the pits with the rope. So, all right. So you guys, everybody gets over here to this door. Everybody's down a couple healing surges. You guys could go ahead and take your healing surges off for me. That would be great. Just say you spent 2 more than what you've already spent. So, all right.
So just put it in the spent.
Correct. That is correct.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Right.
And this door is a primitive door, just like all the others. And Vey, you open up the door, and where you're able to discern that there's really nothing with this door, and this place is basically it's another room.
I'm going to spend 2 healing surges as we're waiting for Fail to check the door and what have you.
All right. Now, this room, as you come in, you see an old woman. Basically, she is in a circle that you can see that's glowing in the middle of the floor. Now, let me get out this. I had a token out, but it disappeared. I don't know why it disappeared, but sometimes they like to disappear. All right, so this female is here in the glowing circle, and she says, "Hello, hello."
Hello? Oh, sorry, no I don't. I'm not in there.
Hello,
Yes, who is it?
hello. Get me out of here. Hey, who is this? This is Zarixa. Zarixa. It's Zarixa. Let me out of here.
Bane, is that one of the people we're looking for?
What?
Zarixa?
What?
Yeah, you're looking for Zarixa.
What are you saying? I can't hear you.
I said,
You
Take the
mumbling
soap out
again?
of your ears.
What? Why are you mumbling? Foolish woman.
I'm
the
face-palming.
shriekers.
I expected more out of an elf.
The shriekers. I guess they were too loud for him.
What?
So this female, you can hear her, and she's in this sort of like this barrier, and she's sort of like a mime. She's pressing up against this glowing barrier, and you can actually hear her hitting it. And she says, "Get me out of here!"
What? Why is everybody mumbling?
Right, will you take care of that man?
I'm going up to Fane and I
What seems to be the problem, lady?
start plucking the soap out of his ears.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot. Sorry. Thank
You
you.
stupid.
Well, I'm glad I got all these pieces of soap again, and Seeker puts all of the chunks of soap back into his pocket. I guess sort of like a wax soap now.
Oh, it'll last longer.
I want those 2 bars of soap now. I won't forget that, Vane.
No, you're most
I
welcome.
know you are a man of your word.
Absolutely. Fail. What is this? Is it magical?
I don't know. Pride, will you take a look at this?
Yeah, and as you get
Ma'am,
a little,
could you tell us anything about what's happening here?
she's been held prisoner here, and she has had to deal with these horrible creatures that looked like walking trees, and they put her here with a gnome. And she tells you that, the gnome used some kind of magic to keep me a prisoner in here, and I've tried beating on this thing and nothing happens. Can you get me out of here? Who are you? You don't look like I haven't seen you in here. It doesn't I don't know who you are. Hopefully, are you here to save me?
Well, if
Worry not.
everything goes right, we are your saviors.
Worry not, we have the rescue party from Brindle.
Oh, I knew Brindle would send good adventurers out to find us.
They did, but then they sent us as well.
Oh boy. So what happened to the good adventurers?
They probably got lost.
I'm moving up to that barrier. I start looking at it.
All right, give me an arcane check.
I'm trying to give it a wide berth.
The old Arcana check. Well, as you get up to it, Pride, the hairs on your arms stand up again, and you sense electricity coming from this. That's all. That's pretty much all I'm telling you.
Well, right. What do we have?
The only thing I know is that I can feel the electricity coming to my.
I shouldn't even have told him that.
On my hairs and so, but for the rest, I don't know the jack shit about this.
Oh. Well, what's it doing? How's it holding her ear?
I saw that Cartonix was dead. They killed Cartonix. Oh.
Alas, it is true.
Dave, I would like to try something. I want to do a check on this thing, but I don't want to do it in an arcane sort of way. I want to interrogate this lady and let her tell me everything about the process and what they did and that sort of thing, and maybe be able to discern something that way, maybe.
Okay. So she tells you that the gnome, there were two gnomes, and they worked together. And you can see on the floor there's sort of like a it's kind of gouged, the floor in the circle, and where the floor is gouged is where the shield is. So it's not a perfect circle. It is sort of like a lopsided circle because that's just the way that they drew their, they gouged the floor. They literally had to gouge the floor.
Okay, so it's like a stone floor.
Yeah.
They just script it or whatever.
Yeah, pretty much. And then you can see some other components on the ground, probably from some type of ritual or something. But she tells you that both of these gnomes, they both worked on it. They were chanting and then she says, "So are you guys going to get me out of here or what? Where's that other group of adventurers? Are you guys going to help me or?" I'm really claustrophobic of small spaces.
Well, how long have you been in there?
Several days. She seems quite cranky.
A few more minutes isn't going to matter, so shut up, lady.
Well, hurry up! I don't want to be in here all day.
Dave, at this point I want to try to do an arcane check. I'm not proficient in it, but with, studying and looking at everything.
Sure.
Wow.
Anybody else want to do an Arcana check?
Oh, go, man.
Sure, the Seeker will do an Arcana check. Let's get on the Arcana check train. All right, Vane. All right, this is...
I've seen this before.
You have, actually. This is power that has been pulled from the Fae. This is the power of the Feywild. And it's a ritual that pulls the power. And what you can do is you can dispel this, or you can break the shield, physically break the shield. But if you break the shield, there's a chance that it could possibly hurt you. Maybe some type of small explosion or something like that. But you do know that to the touch, you will get zapped. She can touch it from the inside, but anyone on the outside touching it would probably get zapped.
I shall relay my findings to the rest of the party and explain exactly what would happen. I believe we have to take a hammer and chisel and literally just break the line that surrounds her.
They kept trying to get me to do this strange ritual with them, and I kept, because I kept telling them no, and they killed Cartonix. They showed me his corpse. There were these creatures that put his body in like a web, sort of like a web cocoon. Oh, it was horrible. They did it in front of me. Get me out of here. What are you waiting for?
Wait,
Well,
don't
it
need
is
to tell us
dangerous.
how to do it. How about that?
It is dangerous. I believe we just take a hammer and chisel and break the circle, and that should free her. Though I fear it may explode, you may wish to take a few steps back.
Well, perhaps you'll have the secret piss on it.
That was
Hey,
a jolly little jape.
A jape? Did you mean that you joked me on on me urinating on Vane? That is dishonorable.
I'm sorry.
This sounds like the secret is good.
I am truly disappointed in you, Vane.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was but a small jape, a jest.
Before you start chiseling in the floor, I'll have a take a look around the room. Sure, there's no secret panels or switches or anything like that, Dave.
Has anybody got a hammer and chisel?
Seeker doesn't. There's a couple small runes on the bottom of this, sort of towards the back of this prison, this magical prison. There's a couple of runes that, if they were probably destroyed, it would probably get rid of the magic.
Step away, people. I shall scuff the runes.
It would probably destroy the cell. It would be a lot better than... It would be a heck of a lot better than physically beating this cell down. And then the Seeker turns to Vane and says, "I don't know if I can believe another word that you say. You've disappointed me, my friend. I thought I was your friend." And he walks and just kind of comes over to the edge of the hall and kind of looks out into the mushroom field, just kind of shaking his head in disappointment.
Oh, don't be such a queen.
Oh. But I'm just trying to play him how he would probably.
Yeah,
be
no,
played, so.
and I'm playing Phil.
Yeah, I know you are. That's pretty good. Don't be such a queen.
Remember, everything I say is in character, unless I say otherwise.
He just kind of looks back at you, Phil, and he says, "I just urinated on my feet."
Is that the worst thing you've ever done?
Probably.
Of course it is. I've lived my entire life in a monastery. I would have never ever thought of doing anything like that.
Well, you're an adventurer now. You're going to do ugly things.
Yeah. So I see how it
I think
truly
he still
is.
has a lot to learn about adventuring.
Pride.
You must
Please.
learn to have a little levity in your life, Seeker. I scuff the runes out, Dave, and hope that takes the prison down.
Alright, so you want to do an arcane check to try to discern this Fey magic? Sort of
Oh, I
like
thought I did that.
like a Fey theme. Let's see. Oh, very nice roll. 19 plus 1. Yeah, you take some of your tracking tools that you would have, and you take that rune and kind of scribble them away with some other plants and herbs that you have on you, and dissipates the shield. After about 10 or 20 seconds, it kind of just dissipates. And she is standing in front of you, and she looks at you and says, "It's about time."
Yeah, Vane, it's about time. Thought you was going to take forever in there.
Thanks. I appreciate it. But I figured Brindle would have sent someone days ago. Feels like I've been in there my whole life.
Well,
Brindle has
strange you
been,
should say that.
really...
We left days ago.
What's up,
Seeker,
Ralthorn?
I place my hand upon my heart and
What's
say,
up,
Seeker,
Archangel? How's it
I
going?
promise I shall not trick you in such a way again.
It is a
And give him a small bow.
4th edition. It's the first adventure that came out with 4th edition during
You two want a room?
the first dungeon magazine
We've
that
got a
came
room.
out when
You're
4th
in it.
edition
Go
was
away.
introduced.
Well,
It's a level 1 through 30 campaign.
it's actually
This is
hard
part
to
1.
decide if I want to stay in here with you two moaning and pissing with each other or face those mushrooms again.
All right. So let's move you guys back over here. I'm gonna sync the map again. So
Okay.
all right. So you guys are back into the room with everyone that you've rescued so far. Hopefully that synced the map up. So
Indeed.
all right. So you have 4 people you found, 4 live folks, and one body.
Corpse.
Yep. You found Jarixa. She seems to be quite cranky. Myrtala. You found Sertanian, Cartonix, which is dead, and Jensen, the apprentice of Adroncius, the alchemist.
Which one is the one from the blue parrot? The snake, the cook. Sorry, from the blue parrot.
Oh,
That's Myrtala,
it's her
the lady.
right here. Yep. She steps
All right, yeah,
forward.
sorry.
That's me, honey.
I don't appreciate you killing animals and cooking them. It's wrong.
And the seeker says, and this is coming from the guy that just told me to piss on my feet.
I did apologize.
And this weird eyeball, wide-eyed look at Vane. And you're a vegetarian?
But of course.
Oh
You're a reindeer.
my.
Why? They're great
just-
hunters.
Yes, but that doesn't mean that I should take the life of a poor defenseless forest animal just to sate my own need for eating their flesh. There are plenty of nuts and berries and other wild grasses that we can survive on quite
Are you
happily.
kidding me? As much time as you spend in the woods, no. Life eats life. It's a
It
circle of
does,
life.
it does. And I allow nature to eat nature. And I eat but nuts and berries and fruits and such.
Oh, well, who's to speak out for the poor nuts and berries? Just because they don't have mouths that can scream, it's
We're
okay
still
to
at
eat them.
the beginning of the adventure.
Well, of course it is. You're just being foolish now.
Yeah, perhaps.
So the seeker
Very
turns and
probably.
says, so he does have a vagina. I'm just kidding. Seeker doesn't
I don't
say
get
that.
it.
Never mind.
It's a dwarf. It's a dwarf thing.
Ah, so he does have a vagina.
Alright, so... Well, I think we've... Well, there was another place up to north I think we could
There
go.
was
There's
some
some
stairs
steps that we're
going.
heading up.
Yeah,
Down. I think up.
there were some steps that were descending down, so you
Okay.
guys can go ahead and close this map out. We'll be
Oh, okay, so it's a new map, huh?
yeah, we'll be going down to basically a new map. As you guys descend down, yeah, you guys are descending down into the next area of the ruins of Rivenroar. Alright, so let me share this map with you guys. Sorry, we're kind of doing the accelerated, abbreviated version of this so we can get this thing finished and do what we're going to do next. Alright, so as you guys come down the stairs, you come into a pretty wide room, and now you can tell that the architecture is, well, yes, the it's actually quite different than what it was above you. Everything is much neater, as in walls are polished, just from what you see so far.
I fear there may be undead down here. We haven't found any yet.
That is
David,
possible.
I'd like to take a sniff test.
Sniff test, I love it.
Don't you have to scratch first?
All right. So as you guys are coming down now, you're doing your sniff test, Vey. And when you're kind of sniffing, you look down and you notice that there are some names inscribed onto the stairs. And the names are Von Adres, Cawthon, and Crypt. So this is the Von Adres Cawthon Crypt.
Well, was that the same name that Pride was talking about? Pride, is this the same person?
No.
No.
No, this
No,
is
it's not,
totally
okay.
Yeah, this is totally different.
Another Von?
This is a third set of tombs we found.
Yeah. And on all of the on the walls, you can see that there's the whole entire chamber has images of humans, with baskets and bags and boxes, and it seems like all of these images that are painted on the walls looks like all of the figures are walking clockwise around the room.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
What are the figures of?
Of humans. I'm cutting.
Do they look to be kind of
cutting
modern,
the encounter out
older?
of this. They appear to be young. I mean, they're not old. They're not old men or anything. They're probably in their teens to 20s, maybe early
Judging
30s.
by their clothing, would they be sort of older period? I think is what fail means.
Yes, they may be centuries old, or
Yeah. Oh yeah,
more
for sure.
recent.
Yeah. Very. Yeah. You guys kind of chuckle that. Oh wow, this is what they used to wear.
yeah, I can't believe they used to wear their tunics that way.
Yeah.
Really, trousers that go all the way to the floor. What kind of lunacy is that?
There's a
That they
couple.
didn't trip over their own feet more in that time.
Exactly. The bottoms of their trousers would get dirty. I think we should follow this fresco, as it were, in a clockwise direction. I feel that may be some kind of a hint, or may have a clue.
What kind of silliness is this? It's just paintings on the wall.
You do notice that there are three chambers that are leaving this room. There's a chamber going north, there's a chamber going south, and then there's a chamber that goes directly straight across from you to the west. And it looks like there are some stairs that are ascending going up.
Do we want to go? Which way do you think we should go? I'm at a loss as to which way we should go.
I would
Well-
say if I see the clockwise movement, I would say we go down the south one first.
You on this now? Fine, we can go.
We're trying
go
to
this way first.
trying to speed this game up a little bit
Kaboom!
because I have none of the original players left except for Vane and
If you
Fail.
trust me, fail.
So we've got
That's
Oh,
a good
sure,
point.
Pride. I trust you so much.
probably 2 sessions left for this
Wink, wink.
for this part of part 1.
Well, Brian did get us into this very, very valuable
And then when
venture.
we come back and do part 2, we'll continue
Well-
on with another group.
When I
Well-
have the money in my pocket, I will agree to that.
Somewhat different group.
Not until then.
Well, we've gained goodly riches already.
A few coin. I wouldn't call that the riches.
Well, near on 300 coins since we've arrived.
Yeah, you guys have found quite a few magic items. You found some residuum. You found a bunch of money. Yeah, you guys have done pretty good down here so far.
Yeah, we have done well for ourselves.
Yeah, Phil is still not convinced this is worthwhile. Yeah, she used to captain
Totally.
a pirate ship,
Yeah.
took in thousands of gold. This is chump change.
What did
What
Faye
would you
do?
do?
What did Fail with all of her money? I guess
Exactly, what would
invest
you
it
do
back
with all
into
this
your
money?
crew and stuff, right?
Well, yeah, you have to pay part of the crew, yeah.
Hey, Poten. Ooh, part of the crew. That's a story. Did you-
Well,
Well, the
there's
other
some.
crowd, the other half of the crew's undead, so it's okay.
Part of the crew is conscripted, but is paid work, and part of it is there for favors or whatever. So, yeah, not
Oh.
everyone gets.
Hey! Thanks, Potent. Thanks for the re-up on the sub, man. Enjoy your tacos. Alright, so as you look into the room to the south, this is definitely another room of this crypt, and you see some sarcophagi that are in this room.
Crypt of Death.
Yes, it is. Alright, now, in this room, there are, there's no light, absolutely no light in this room. And you see that there are 3 sarcophagus. Right, and you hear some scuffling around in here. Maybe some rats. Maybe some rats or something like that you hear.
Do you want to go further, or should we just leave it at rats?
Oh, no. We're looking for a bounty. They could be hidden in one of these sarcophagus.
I don't think they'd hide them in a sarcophagus. That would be foolish. You just want to rob a grave.
Fine. But I will check the room, though. There could be clues.
Sure.
Please.
You check the
Absolutely.
room and you see a woman that's behind the last one of these sarcophagus on the floor, and she
Oh,
is.
there you go. There's your clue.
She is.
Found a clue.
Yeah, she is bound on the.
Blue screws.
She's bound on the floor.
Does she appear alive?
She is alive. Yeah, she's definitely one with the church. This looks like to be the acolyte Jalissa. And she's.
Hi there.
Oh, hey.
Who are you?
Oh, she's in pretty bad shape, and she introduces herself, Jalissa, and she has been down here for several days, and she said there's been a bunch of others that were taken from Brendel, and it's good to see other friendly faces. She says the faces that I've seen the last several days, it feels like I've been down here for a week. It's been horrible. It's been tortuous.
You are safe now, madam. Safe.
It would be much better if you could get these shackles off of me. And she's all bruised up and cut up, she's got blood coming like from one side of her mouth. Got bruises on her arms, a couple bruises on her face.
Oh, you don't like the shackles? I thought maybe it's a fashion
It's
statement.
it's her fault. She should have just made a sandwich.
Don't you think it's stylish though? No.
Here, let me see if I can get this off for you.
All
Oh
right.
my god.
Yeah, you get them off. You take your thieves' tools, click them open, bam. She's freed.
Click, click.
She tells you, did you find a young boy?
Well, I haven't been personally looking for a young boy, but I'm willing to try anything.
Vane?
Oh, what?
No, I mean no. No, I mean we will try. We could try and look for a young boy for you.
Careful, don't startle the lady.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, I'm channeling pride. I'm sorry.
We haven't found the young boy yet, but we are still looking. We found several members of the town of Bristol. We'll join you up
that
with
is good
them.
news. All right, and she tells you that Theron, the boy, he was also with her, but they, the monsters took him.
You have any idea where they took him? Did you see anything? And what monsters were they?
I do not know. They were goblins. They took the boy.
Any information you can give us to help us find the boy would be helpful.
Well, I don't know where they took him. He was shackled to one of the other crypts in here, and the goblins came in and got him, and that was it. That was the last that I saw of him, and that was 2 days ago.
How did you get to be in this room?
The goblins brought me here, of course.